What's up, YouTube? It's Jamar here, Vegas Scents. No, it's been a while. It's been about maybe about a week or two or so since my last video. But I'm back here with another video. This time it's from Scentual Obsessions again. And this is going to be another interpretation fragrance that they have. And this is going to be their interpretation of Andy Warhol by Bond Number 9. So this particular fragrance, the best way to describe it is it's woody, fruity, and sweet. So this particular fragrance, I think, is classified as a unisex fragrance, meaning that anybody can wear it. When I spray this on, I mean, it definitely, I guess it has enough sweetness to where, you know, maybe this could sort of appeal towards, you know, a man and a woman. I personally, I don't see this as being feminine leaning at all. I mean, I guess at best, this is definitely like straight down the middle unisex. But when you spray this on, I mean, you definitely smell the oud that's in this particular fragrance. But the main thing that you smell, you know, in the background, and I guess in sort of the forefront as well, is you get a lot of that plum note. And that's where the sweetness really comes out and makes this fragrance, you know, really what it is. I really love this interpretation. Now, I haven't smelled the original Andy Warhol by Bond Number 9, but based on everything that, you know, I've seen as far as like the note breakdown goes of this particular fragrance, and you know how other people have described how this particular fragrance smells, definitely this fragrance or this interpretation by Scentual Obsessions is a really good interpretation. And I would say that as far as fragrances that I've smelled with oud, this is probably the most wearable, most mass appealing, I would say, oud fragrance that you could really wear. And I think this would go good really in any sort of, you know, occasion or situation. Like I can't really think of a situation that I would say that you wouldn't really want to wear this. I would say maybe on like a super hot day, you might not want to wear this because it probably could be a little bit cloying. So I would say this is definitely more so suited for probably fall in the spring. And you could, I would say you could wear this in the winter as well, because I mean, it's definitely, it's heavy enough for that. But yeah, I mean, this interpretation, it seems to be blended really nicely. This definitely smells really natural, really high end, and it's super smooth, you know, just with any Scentual Obsessions interpretation. When you spray the fragrance on, you're not getting any sort of alcohol smell, or, you know, it doesn't really come off as being, you know, I guess brash or rough around the edges or anything like that. All of their fragrances pretty much seem to be, you know, very smooth in the opening. I mean, I've only smelled maybe one fragrance from Scentual Obsessions that I just didn't like at all. But this is definitely not one of them. And it seems like their interpretations, you know, so far that I've smelled, or their fragrances that I've smelled that have oud in them, it smells really nice. You know, this is really good. I really like their Amber and Oud, which is their original creation. But yeah, I mean, I tend to wear this at night. So I mean, I would say this is definitely more so nighttime leaning. and I would say maybe on like a cooler night. But I do think that this could be worn in the daytime as well. I do think that this is also like work safe as well. I would even say this might even be like a good date scent, because it definitely, it does have like some, I would say like it has like some sexiness to it. Like it really does. It's sort of like alluring in a sense, I would say. So definitely I would have to, you know, on a rating from 1 to 10, I would have to rate this particular fragrance at least a 9 out of 10. You know, definitely when it comes to the scent for me is definitely a 9 out of 10. The longevity on this is also very good. Typically whenever I spray this on, I'll spray it on at night, and normally by the next morning, this is still on me. Now, obviously it's not like super strong. It's definitely not projecting the next day, or it's not like their interpretation of Ultramall, which, you know, I feel like that was probably like a 24-hour plus fragrance. But this is easily like a 12 to 14-hour fragrance, I would have to say, easily. All right, so longevity is a 10, and then I would have to give the versatility on this at least about a 8.5 to a 9 out of 10. Like I said, it's definitely more nighttime leaning, but I would say you could still wear this in the daytime and maybe in some hot weather situations. But I personally, I would say you might want to reach for something else, or maybe only do about 1 spray of this if you're in warm weather. All right, so that's my take on Scentual Obsessions Andy Warhol. It's Jamar here, Vegas Scents. I'll see you all in the next video.